Well, we're talking about Star Trek here on Project Nerdy, and even though I'm a die-hard Star Wars fan, I've always really enjoyed Star Trek a lot also. I don't think being a Star Wars and Star Trek fan are mutually exclusive. I think there's really a lot you can enjoy in both of these great sci-fi masterpieces. Like a lot of people in my generation, I was introduced to Star Trek through the TV show The Next Generation, but I've also went back and watched a lot of the original TV show, a lot of the older movies. And then again, like a lot of people, really fell in love with Star Trek again because of the awesome movies with J.J. Abrams, who's done a tremendous job re-energizing the Star Trek franchise. The private aspect I've always enjoyed the most about Star Trek is how the show has explored different societies and political systems. It's really fascinating. I majored in political science in college, so I've always been really fascinated by that element in a lot of literature, movie, and TV shows. And Star Trek does an excellent job exploring that world. Just think of all the various different cultures and how they're all differently set up, from how the Federation is set up to the Romulans, the Vulcans, the Klingons, the Borg. There's all these very different ways to run a society, to run a political system that are depicted in Star Trek. And each are giving their positives and negatives, and it's really a fascinating look at how the various ways you can set up a society. I've always really enjoyed that aspect of Star Trek. And that kind of leads me to kind of the question I want to ask the viewers this week is, what is your favorite society that's a villain depicted in Star Trek? So mine is the Borg. I've always been fascinated by the Borg. In fact, I'm kind of hoping that in one of the future J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies, the Borg will be the main villain. I've always been really fascinated with them. But I know a lot of people really are into the Klingons. You got Romulans, and there's some other ones as well. But what are your favorite Star Trek villains? My nerdy pleasure this week is related to another member of this channel, Cat of Diamonds. A while time ago, I won a contest with her channel, and then after a few months, I finally got my prize. And it was a book, and it's been sitting in my to-be-read pile for a while now, but it's finally worked its way to the front, and I just have started it. The Lovely Bones. I'm only about 30 pages in, and I'm already really fascinated by the book. I knew a lot about the plot because of the movie that came out a few years ago, so I knew the basic premise. But I can tell 30 pages into the book, this is a really awesome story. I'm going to really enjoy it. So Kat, thanks for sending me it as a prize. And I'll definitely let you know what I think about it once I finish it. I'm assuming you read this book since you gave it away as a prize. So thanks again. Hope everybody's enjoying Star Trek theme here on Project Nerdy.